know the title of this video may be a little harsh, but it's just the truth. Humans are relying on AI way too much, to the point where every single time we give it a prompt, our own brain cells are burning. Because this guy got stuck in an airport and he said, when ChatGPT tells you Australians don't need a visa to enter Chile, but the AI is wrong and it's too late now. Oh my god. Are you kidding me? That is entirely your fault. Your first mistake was trusting AI to give you any sort of correct information, but your worst mistake was trusting AI to give you information regarding official government documents. How little do you care about your own trip to not even bother doing a sliver bit more research to see if the AI was actually correct? And you want to know what the worst part about that video is? If you zoom into his phone, you can see what his response was to the AI. He literally says, the government website says I need to apply though. I am utterly dumbfounded by the lack of intelligence that is on display in front of me right now. This is just you refusing to use your brain. Like, you're rejecting it. You're gonna sit there and tell me that you read with your very own two eyes that the government says that you need a visa in order to enter the country, and yet, despite knowing what the government says, you still decided to put your trust in AI instead. I will never understand how high schoolers managed before ChatGPT. You're telling me you sat here and wrote a 600-word essay by yourself? Are you all right in the mind? High schoolers managed before ChatGPT because, come here, they used their brains. They used the organ that was given to them at birth to help them with their schoolwork. You should try it sometime. And the fact that we're now at a point where writing an essay that has 600 words, that's it, is considered hard, well, that's just unbelievable to me. I am terrified for our future if writing 600 words is considered to be an impressive achievement when it's supposed to just be the standard. And I find it completely ironic how the person who uploaded this video said in the caption, and yet I'm still failing. I'm gonna scream! Oh my god, maybe that's why you're failing. Because AI doesn't know the difference between day and night. It doesn't know anything. And why continue to use ChatGPT even though you're failing? That's probably why you're failing! Then we have this student who uploaded this TikTok that uses all the phrases she says to AI in order to get her to write her essays for her. No. Rewrite it like a teenage girl. I said do it for me, not explain how to do it. Rewrite it for me so it doesn't look like AI wrote it. Now, just go ahead and condense that into 500 words. Rephrase this so it sounds like a clueless 17-year-old wrote it. No 17-year-old girl would use that vocabulary. Change it now. Okay, you want AI to write your essay like a teenage girl? You wouldn't have to give it that prompt if you just wrote it yourself, because you are the teenage girl, not the AI. You don't want the AI to explain how to write an essay to you? This doesn't build any real skills, so in the end, you may get a good score on your essay by using AI, but you haven't actually learned or retained any information. You want the AI to rewrite itself so that it doesn't look like it was written by AI? Well, you know what would make it look like a teenage girl wrote it every single time? Yeah. If you wrote the essay yourself. And no 17-year-old girl uses that vocabulary. So you don't want to expand your knowledge, you don't want to build any new skills, and you want to make yourself look less intelligent all at the same time. You want AI to dumb the work down? Guys, what the hell is going on? Then we have this girl who says, me checking every time ChatGPT gives me a citation. It was fake again. And that is why you shouldn't be using ChatGPT, because 9 times out of 10, its information is completely inaccurate. Yeah, your essay might look good, by using AI, and your essay might have reached word count by using AI, and because you're using AI, it's grammatically correct. But when you hand your essay to your teacher, they're going to pull you up on where you got this wrong information and why you didn't fact check it. They're going to question why you put this in your essay if none of the information is correct, which means in the end, you're just gonna fail. But I find it extremely amusing that people now would much rather continue to use AI despite knowing its information is completely false, and would rather waste so much time constantly fact checking that wrong information rather than just researching that information for themselves to begin with. Is that not stupid? But so many people using AI for their classes is genuinely starting to make teachers paranoid at every corner, to the point where students who aren't using AI are getting flagged for cheating, even though they just know how to use semicolons. So even if you're not using AI in the classroom, it's still going to be a problem for you because everybody else around you uses AI. So that's an exciting future we can all look forward to, huh? Another problem I have with AI is that Apple loves to pride itself on having a phone powered by Apple Intelligence, and yet when customers who bought the phone receive a clear as day scam message, it literally makes the message a priority. The iPhone 16 is almost $1,500. And this is what their Apple Intelligence does for their customers? That's a disgrace. I loathe the fact that the brand new iPhones have AI installed into them, which is why I'm going to be holding on to this iPhone 13 for as long as humanly possible. But I hate even more that Apple is flaunting that their AI is just so advanced and it's so worth paying $1,500 for, and yet it can't filter out clear as day scam messages. It can't tell the difference between a real human being and a con artist. Those two are the same to them, and that is absolutely inexcusable. Another reason that I hate AI with every bone in my body is because it's making us lazy, uninspired, and cheap. Because instead of hiring a graphic designer to create an eye-catching poster to display outside of your restaurant, you're gonna ask ChatGPT to generate a picture of a hot chocolate and a croissant and then just put Instagram story text over it? Do you think that is gonna move people? Do you think that is going to catch people's attention positively? There's no color, there's no soul, there's no effort, and there's no life. And it's because you chose to use AI to represent your business rather than using pictures of your own food to entice people to come in and try it.
How did she do it?
We just simply need to pull the plug on this whole AI experiment, because even to somebody who isn't tech savvy, in what universe does this look real or convincing in any way, shape, or form? This is slop at its absolute peak. So to know that there are millions of people out there who believe content like this is genuine, that concerns the hell out of me. It's crazy to say, but I think we're at a point where there needs to be legitimate classes that you can attend in person to have someone teach you how to point out if a photo or a video is AI generated or not. Because at the rate we're going, it's just going to keep rapidly advancing and updating. And then only a very, very small minority of people are actually going to be able to tell the difference between what's real and what's AI. So we need classes to keep up with it. We can't let the AI keep advancing while we just stay the same. Also, just so you know, AI has completely overtaken Google, because the first picture that comes up for several historical figures, including Vincent van Gogh, is an AI-generated image of their face that looks nothing like them. History is quite literally being rewritten in front of our very eyes, and it's not being made to be a big deal. This, but not by any means, is a real picture of Vincent. Considering he passed away before the 20th century, which by the way began in 1901. Instead of using AI generated images, maybe just use the self-portraits that he painted of himself instead, dumbass!
Something downright disturbing has been happening, and everybody's about to start talking about it now that the holidays are around the corner, but I've unfortunately known about it for the last 3 months because my daughter is obsessed with Frosty the Snowman, and I've been having to listen to Christmas music since August. You're gonna hit shuffle on a holiday hits playlist expecting Christmas classics, and discover that half of it is AI, and it does not sound good. And at first you won't really notice, you'll just be like, I don't really like this version of Christmas Baby Please Come Home that much. Then you'll realize why you don't like it, because it's sung by a robot named Holly Jolly or something. And then you're gonna notice it's a pattern, and at one point you'll even be like, wow, Justin Bieber sounds really bad, and it's because it's a robot.
Yup! Not only does Spotify already underpay their artists to begin with, but now, because they allow AI generated music on their platform and actively push it and promote it in playlists, that means that music being made by real human beings has even less of a chance of making any sort of money now because of AI generated music being allowed on the platform.
This is bad. I didn't think it could get worse, but you guys were right. The butter cookie tins at Walmart are way worse than the popcorn tins. Because why is Santa throwing ass? Why is he squatting on a table? Why does he look like he's about to twerk? What is his hand doing? What is that? Look at the background. Look at the windows. Look how wonky that is. And what is this wall full of random things? Like, can you make out what any of that is actually supposed to be? It looks like there's cobwebs on the roof, whether that's intentional or not. I don't know. This is just straight up AI slop. No question about it.
This is what Walmart is selling. This is what Walmart thinks is an acceptable product to sell to their loyal customers. That's absolutely vile. And the fact that AI is becoming so mainstream to the point where Walmart is giving it the green light, well, it's all just downhill from here, isn't it? Instead of supporting ugly AI generated slop that has no humanity to it, go to your local thrift stores and support them instead, because they sell dozens of gorgeous Christmas tins throughout the year that predate AI. So you know you're always guaranteed to be supporting human designed creations. Here's just a few that my grandfather has gifted us over the years.
13 years as a butt doctor, yet no one believes me when I tell them this. L-lysine literally melts fat off your tummy while you're sleeping. This is a natural fat-burning amino acid, so please don't get stuffed with a lot of additives.
And now we're falling so deep into the AI slop that we're taking medical advice and nutritional advice from something that will never understand what it's like to be a human being and what's good for us. And you want to know what makes me furious about this post? The fact that lysine is used to treat cold sores during the winter. That isn't going to help you lose weight. But hey, because an AI said it on TikTok, that must be true, right?
And it's deeply insidious. The app called Captions has literally dozens of different AI avatars for you to choose from. You might have noticed a few of these creators on your For You page. None of them are real. And the way this works is that you choose an avatar. Let's go with Violet because my last video was about her. And then from there, it auto-generates a script based off of the product page link I gave it. And here are the creepy results.
You've probably seen this all over TikTok. It's called Javon Ford Beauty's Cheek Stain. This cream blush gives you that perfect dewy flush everyone's obsessing over.
They're all created with an app that is free on the App Store. So right now, anybody can just spread whatever dangerous misinformation they want with absolutely no limits. How is it that we gave AI its intelligence and then just completely abandoned ours? Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Mwah. I love you all so much, and I'll see you guys in the next video.